Okay, so Lauren isn't the only one without an awesome intro this week. I don't have the skills like Harmony and Jamie. Maybe I'll come upon them somewhere and you guys will get some cool intros in the future, but for now you just get me. Um, this week is talking about books that changed our lives, and if I could, I would share like how every single young adult book I've read has changed my life in some way, but that would probably be a really long video, and I doubt you guys would want to watch it. So I picked a couple, and the first one I'm going to show you is Harry Potter. I think it's fitting, especially because the movie comes out tonight. This is what really got me reading. I never wanted to read these books. I didn't think they looked like anything that I would want to read, and my dad was actually the one who got me to read them. The first book came out when I was 6. I didn't read it until I was a little older, probably 8 or 9. And my dad had actually read the first 2 or 3, I'm not sure, before he ever told me to read them. And I can't thank him enough for that. I fell in love with the world of Hogwarts and wizarding and everything like that. And I was hooked after the first couple pages. And, you know, I was one of those kids who waited at midnight to get the next book and the next book and the next book. And when it was done, I was so upset. But, you know, tonight is going to be even worse because the movie is going to be done. There won't be any more. I'm going to be bawling in the theater, I know it. But these books are what caused me to seek out other books. I had never felt that for any characters, any world before, and it really made me want to go out and find more that I would feel like that. And I did. And surprisingly, it was in the form of a completely different type of book. Contemporary. Sarah Dessen. This is not one that has particularly changed my life. I'd have to say that Just Listen is. But I didn't have that one on my shelf. It's somewhere far away. So I brought this one. In any case, Sarah Dessen is awesome. I had read a ton of fantasy novels and paranormal and things like that before I stumbled upon one of her books in Target, and it changed the way I thought about contemporary novels. And contemporary is one of my favorite genres now. I religiously read any of Sarah Dessen's books. I actually got to meet her this year when this one came out, and it was like the most awesome fangirl moment ever. But contemporary kind of saved my life because back when I was in middle school, 8th, going into 9th grade, a lot of things were going on in my life and I was not happy with them, and I was not happy with anything at that point in life. And these books kind of showed me that there were other people going through some of the same situations as me, and that they were dealing with it, and I dealt with it. I got help from my parents and my friends, and you guys get me here today for that. And then this next one kind of changed my education. Nevermore by Kelly Craig. This is one of my favorite books, you guys know from last week, and it got me interested in history and literature and so much, just because, you know, all the information about Edgar Allan Poe in this book is awesome. If you haven't read it, I mean, I know I pressured you guys to read it last week, but if you haven't read it since then, you should read it now. This caused me to take my very first literature class at school and my very first history class at school, and since then I am majoring in English, minoring in history, and part of it is because what was contained within these covers. And then another book that kind of shaped that was the Lux series by Anna Godberson. The whole history aspect in that book caught me again, and that actually is the reason why I'm here blogging today, because I fell in love with the Lux series, and that was the one series that I wanted to talk about. And I was on the 3rd book, and my friend was only on the 1st. I couldn't talk about it, so that is how my blog got started. So, as you can see, books have been shaping my life for quite some time, and these are just a few of them. Like I said, I would share in some way that every young adult book I've read has changed my life, but I'm just going to leave you with these few today, and hopefully maybe you'll go out and read these books and they'll change your life in some way.